Welcome to Lynn Educational Television. I'm Afton Dean, bringing you Lynn Classical Girls Basketball as they host Somervillle. Somervillle, of course, new to the Northeastern Conference. And Classical will get their first look at them tonight. Paris Wilkie and Jamina Joseph set for tip-off. Joseph wins the tip and we're underway. Starting lineup for Lynn Classical: Jaylee Medrano, Jasmine Moise, Ariana Stelgado, Paris Wilkie, and Tiara Horton. Shot no good from the outside. Horton with the rebound. And Classical will get their first offensive possession of the night. Quick look at the Somervillle starting lineup: Destiny Augustin, Jamina Joseph, Melina Pimentel, Jennifer Cremone, and Emily Sabatino. And Tiara Horton will go to the line as she draws some contact. And the Rams strike first. Horton makes the first. Two of two at the line for Horton. And Classical out to the quick 2-0 lead. And I'm sure what's on the minds of most fans tonight and the entire Classical bench, Paris Wilkie just 18 points away from joining the 1,000 point club. And she has had a tremendous career. Next year she will be moving on to Division II Franklin Pierce as she signed her letter of intent. And if she doesn't get it tonight, she will get it and eventually join a very prominent group of names, including assistant coach Helen Ridley. Medrano brings it up. And Wilkie draws the contact and she'll go to the line. Wilkie knew exactly what she wanted to do with the basketball. And they're going to say it was a non-shooting foul. So Classical will take it out underneath the basket. Medrano inbounds. Horton, strong move to the basket. Everything but the basket. Somervillle had numbers on the break. And they get it back. And Destiny Augustine banks it home. Tiara Horton with a nice up and under move. Horton with the first 4 Rams points. Augustine returns the favor. Wilkie on the break. Ariana Stelgado right there for the putback. Dangerous pass. Fortunately, Somervillle saves the possession. Delgado comes away with it, gets it ahead to Medrano. Medrano tried to go one-on-one. You gotta look for your offense. 3-point shot, no good. Medrano leads the offense and pulls up for the mid-range jumper, and that's her sweet spot. And she'll make that 9 times out of 10. Delgado with the steal. Wilkie to the floor. Somehow Gets it to Jasmine Macy. Paris Wilkie from the corner. Paris Wilkie for 3. And 3 down, 15 to go. Medrano with the steal. This is along the baseline. Wilkie fouled. Over the top foul in the rebounding act. So Classical will retain the possession. And we'll keep a close eye on Paris Wilkie's scoring line tonight. Jean Gupton lays it up and in. Gupton just checked in for Tiara Horton. Horton had a nice start with 4 points. They try to get the ball to Wilkie ahead of the break. It's picked off. Wilkie finds Medrano. Medrano steps in. Fret rims the shot. And that's going to be off Delgado. And it's coming back Somerville's way. Classical with a 13-4 advantage. 5 minutes into this first quarter. And Somerville not afraid to shoot it from long range. Wilkie calling for the ball on the wing. They can't get it to her. Skylar Creighton will check in. She'll see her first minutes of the night. Ariana Delgado will get a rest on the Classical bench. Classical showing some pressure in the backcourt. Somerville passes out of the press. Shot no good, Creighton up for the rebound. And Medrano gonna get called for the double dribble. Classical staying with that backcourt pressure. Wild shot. And Somerville really off the mark to begin this game. Medrano's jumper partially blocked. And we're approaching the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. Knocked out of bounds, deflected off Wilkie. Possession will stay with Somerville. For good measure, another 3-point shot. No good. Somerville getting pretty good looks, but unable to do anything with it. Wilkie front rims it from the corner. Classical will feature the 2-3 zone. Another turnover for Somerville, and besides the cold shooting, Jasmine Mace with the long-range 3 from the corner to make it 16-4. And as I was saying, despite the cold shooting, Somerville not taking care of the basketball. So not doing a lot to help themselves in this first quarter. Again, Classical coming in with just one loss in the season, coming to St. Mary's in the Bolverini tournament final. And we got a jump ball. Possession will stay with Classical. Mace thought about it. Gets a little bit closer and drains the jump shot. 5 points for Mace. She's Classical's leading scorer. And Jamina Joseph gonna get called for traveling. 14-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Nice move by Medrano. Got the defender going one way. Shot clock off. We'll see if Somerville settles for the last shot, trailing by 16. And Jamina Joseph gets hit on the arm, and she'll go to the line.
How many she have after? 3?
Joseph 0 for 2 at the line. Wilkie gets stripped. And Tiara Horton with the steal to end the quarter. So a very cold shooting and sloppy quarter for Somerville, and Classical will lead it 20-4 as we head into the second quarter. Set to begin the second quarter of action. Somerville hit just 2 shots in that first quarter, all of them courtesy of Destiny Augustin, and they turn the ball over to begin the quarter. Classical leading at 20-4. Medrano gets the friendly roll. Medrano, your game's leading scorer with 6, and thrown out of bounds. It will be Classical ball. Mace will inbound, side out. They try to go inside to Wilkie, it gets deflected. Jamina Joseph bounces it off her foot. And Coach Sawyer doesn't like what he sees to start the quarter, and he's going to call for a quick 20-second timeout. So Medrano, 6 points. She's one of the 6 seniors on this Classical team, and somebody who Coach Sawyer has depended upon over the last 2 seasons to lead the charge offensively. Harris Wilkie keeping a close eye on her scoring line. 3 points. explosive. It's the first Somervillle basket since early in that first quarter. And ends the drought offensively. Jasmine Mace feeling it. She has 7 points. And this is Mace's first year on varsity. Wilkie shot blocked. And Mariah Chandler will check into this game. Jaylee Madrano will get a breather. Mace looking. Finds Chandler. They go inside to Horton. And Classical all of a sudden having some issues taking care of the basketball. Man, 6:11 left here in the first half. Good anticipation by Mace. Mace finally gets back into the play. She was hobbling initially. She looks to be fine. And Wilkie draws the contact. Reach-in foul. Madrano's going to check back in. Mace to the bench. And she had a productive 10 minutes to begin this game. Wilkie airmails it. Horton with the long rebound. Madrano ahead to Wilkie. And Paris Wilkie in and out. The Classical fans wanted that one. Wilkie takes care of the air ball. And Chandler with the traveling violation. And this is going to come back Somerville's way. Paris Wilkie has played all 11 minutes of this game. Emily Sabatino with the putback. Wilkie battling inside. And Classical is going to get the ball back. Staying active on the glass. Good find by Madrano inside. Horton hanging tough. And she's going to be called for a foul. Actually changed that. Ariana Delgado going to pick up her first foul of the night. Third team foul. Somerville with the 5-3 advantage foul-wise. Good crowd on hand tonight. And lots of media in the building awaiting what we hope will be a major milestone for Paris Wilkie, who takes a spot on the classical bench. Get in inside to Delgado. Mace with the steal. Medrano resets the offense. Chandler with the dish to Delgado. Delgado's shot is blocked. Good defense by Delgado. Just 8 points have been scored in the second quarter. And it's an even second quarter so far, 4-4. And Mariah Chandler with a big three from the corner. And Paris Wilkie back into the game. Wilkie sets the pick. Wilkie pulls it out. Shot clock at 6. Wilkie's shot off the mark.
Will you pass the ball? Hit it! Good job, Emily. Good job, hustle. That's how to hustle. Good job.
And that's on a bounce off of Sabatino.
Let's get it back. Let's move it. You got it. You got it. Let's get it back.
2 minutes to play in the first half. Classical on top, 27-8. The offense has sputtered in this second quarter, but Classical with a comfortable lead.
Get it there. Get it there. Where are you, D? There you go, D. Hit it! Thank you! Thank you!
And Jennifer Cremone you can count the basket, and Medrano will go to the line looking for a three-point play. Medrano with now 8 points. She's your game's leading scorer. Medrano completes the three-point play. Classical staying with that pressure in the backcourt. Delgado with the steal. the hook shot. Wilkie gets a hand on it and deflected out of bounds. Wilkie comes hobbling off the court. We wonder if it's just a cramp. And the trainer is taking a look. And hopefully we will see her in the second half. Shot clock and game clock almost in sync. Joseph can't bank it home. Medrano's outlet pass gets tipped. She got it off, but it's no good. And Classical slowed down offensively in the quarter, but they outscore Somerville 12-6, and they lead it 32-10 at halftime. And we're back for the second half of action. Classical outscored Somerville 32-10 in that first half, and they have a comfortable lead. Medrano off the mark with the runner. And Somerville desperately needs some stops on defense if they're going to get back into this game. Paris Wilkie, who was attended to by the athletic trainer at the end of that first half, is back out there. Seems to be okay. And off the rim. There's been a couple of those tonight for Wilkie. Wilkie with 3 points on the night, and we'll need a big second half if we're gonna get to the 1,000 point milestone tonight. Otherwise, we'll be back here on Friday night. Mace, Long, Delgado there for the rebound. Cremone can't bank it home. Wilkie off the rim and out. Tough shooting night for Wilkie. Has gotten some pretty good looks, but has come up empty in her pursuit of 1,000 points. And you got to think coming into this game, it is in the back of her head. And shot clock expires. And you got to think that she would just want to get that over with and done. As Classical will continue their pursuit of a Northeastern Conference championship. Expectations are very high for this team coming in. Horton, hesitant, finally takes it. And that's going to be out off of Somerville.
Hey, Destiny, help her! Help her, Destiny!
And Wilkie gets fouled, hit on the arm, and she will go to the line. Jamina Joseph with the foul on Wilkie. And sometimes, as an elite scorer, all you need is a free throw or two to get you going. 1 of 2 at the line for Wilkie. Emily Sabatino leads the break. Still a 21-point lead for the Rams. Wilkie calling for the ball. Instead, they get it inside to Delgado, who leads the pack. 6 points for Delgado. 35-12. Classical on top. As I mentioned back in that first half, and Wilkie throws in 2, 6 on the night, and she needs just 12 points. As I was saying, Somerville not afraid to shoot it behind the arc. Horton makes her move, can't bank it home. Delgado right there. Delgado very active on the offensive glass. Deflected to the corner. Good trap defense by the Rams. Medrano with the long rebound. Delgado there again. And Medrano going to get called for the reach-in. And Melina Pimentel will head to the line looking for her first points of the night. Talia Casey set to check in for Somerville. And Skylar Creighton, Mariah Chandler, and Jean Gupton will all check in for Classical. Looks like Coach Sawyer will give his starters some rest. Jaylee Medrano and Paris Wilkie, the lone starters out there for Classical, as we approach the 2-minute mark here of the third quarter. And Talia Casey, good from 3. And Jean Gupton gets hit on the arm in the act of shooting, and she'll go to the line. You gotta wonder, in a 21-point lead or 21-point game, how long Sawyer will keep Wilkie in the game. Wilkie again in her pursuit of 1,000 points. Not the best shooting night for her, but has the 6 points and needs 12. Talia Casey, 2 of 2 from behind the arc since checking into this game. Wilkie doesn't get the whistle. Wilkie kicks it out to Medrano. Fresh clock for the Rams. Wilkie can't hit from 3. Wilkie not happy with herself. Having trouble finding a groove tonight. Ball thrown away. And turnovers. A major nemesis for Somerville right now. In fact, through these first 3 quarters. And under a minute to go. Wilkie off the mark. Chandler leads the break.
There you go. Great job. Great job.
And Somerville will get a fresh clock. Shot clock off.
Let's go. 22. Hey, run it. Run it.
Ariana Delgado and Paris Wilkie, the lone scorers in the quarter for Classical. Wilkie from half court, or Medrano from half court, nearly puts it in, but Classical will lead it 40-19 as we head into the final quarter of play. And set to begin the 4th quarter. Classical with a 21-point lead, and they have controlled this game from the get-go. Wilkie, the lone starter out there for Classical. Wilkie finds Gupton, and Gupton will go to the line. And barring an offensive explosion in this 4th quarter for Paris Wilkie, she will have to wait another night to reach 1,000 points.
Hey, water. Back in. Let's go.
with the high arcing jump shot. 8. 8 points. And I tell you, Casey on fire since checking into this game last quarter. Wilkie gets charged with the travel.
Run the play, it's open. Run the play, it's open. Elbow. Elbow, elbow.
And Somervillle returns the favor with a travel of their own. And 42-22. Classical with a comfortable 20-point lead.
That's an illegal sweep.
Classical turns over the basketball. Nearly thrown away. Good ball movement for Somervillle. And Melina Pimentel, her first points of the night. And cuts the lead to 17, 42-25. Jean Gupton, a strong move to the basket. And she'll shoot some free throws. Of 2 at the line. And tally, another turnover for Somervillle. Wilkie brings it up and calls a play. Goes around the pick. Too strong with the left hand. Pimentel off the mark. Wilkie around the pick. And Paris Wilkie for 3. Paris Wilkie needs just 7 points. Has 11 on the night. And it looks like she's going to go the distance in this one. And the classical cheering section on their feet. And Paris Wilkie met by her team in half court. So Paris Wilkie with 11 points, 3:30 left in this game.
1, 2, 3, Somervillle. Go in for that. Hey, Jeff, Paris is zone. Hey, Paris.
Somervillle has not gotten it under 20 points in a while. And Augustin called for the foul. Fouls even at 5 apiece for both teams. Wilkie with the fadeaway on the baseline. And time ticking. Wilkie with 5 in the quarter. And it's great to see the support from the student body that Wilkie's receiving as she approaches this major milestone. Classical going to continue to run the offense through Wilkie in these final minutes. Upton stole it momentarily. And Somervillle will call a timeout. And just under 2 minutes to play in this game, 45-25, Classical on top. Classical looking to rebound after suffering their first loss of the season at the hands of St. Mary's. A game that they led in early on, but things went south very quickly in that game. looks like Classical will avoid suffering back-to-back losses. Somervillle with some aggressive defense on Wilkie. Wilkie has to give it up. And we're going to get a jump ball. Possession will stay Classical.
8 seconds! Get a stop! 8 seconds!
Out to Wilkie. Wilkie gets bumped, no whistle. Classical crashing the boards, keeps it alive. And under a minute to play. Wilkie forced a couple shots in this last minute. But she will have to wait another night. And again, we will be back here on Friday night as Classical hosts Salem. And Paris Wilkie with the turnaround. "13 points for Paris Wilkie, needs just 5. But time is winding down and will be a factor. As Classical will only get one more possession, if that. And Paris Wilkie will take a spot on the bench. Wilkie nearly played all 32 minutes in this game. And we can't say enough about what Wilkie means to this program. And she will have to wait another night, but great fight. And Classical will hold on 47-27. So Classical led it 20-4 after the first quarter. Both teams sputtered offensively in the second quarter. Classical led it 32-10 at halftime. After halftime, Classical scored just 8 points, but again, Somervillle unable to get the lead or the deficit under 20. They trailed it 40-19 after 3, and Classical wins it by a final score of 47-27. So Paris Wilkie, the game's leading scorer with 13 points. Jaylee Medrano had a huge game with 9. And the stat line doesn't show everything that she did offensively for the Rams tonight. Ariana Delgado chipped in 8. Jasmine Mace with 7. Tiara Horton with 4, Mariah Chandler with a 3-pointer off the bench, and Jean Gupton added 2 off the classical bench. For Somerville, turnovers and poor shooting, the story of the night for them. And they trailed right from the get-go. And Talia Casey with 8 points off the bench. And Emily Sabatino with 6. Destiny Augustin with 4. Jamina Joseph, 2 points. And Melina Pimentel with 5 points, all coming in that 4th quarter. So Classical with a 47-27 win over Somerville. They will improve to 5-1 on the season. Paris Wilkie will have to wait another night, as she now needs just 5 points to get to the 1,000 mark for her career. And we'll be back here on Friday night when Classical hosts Salem. So final score of 47-27, Classical improves to 5-1, defeating Somerville. I'm Afton Dean, and we'll see you next time on Lynn Educational Television.